Hello and welcome to my garage. Today I'm going to be talking you through the front suspension spring change procedure on an MGB. In terms of tools, there's nothing too specialist that we need. I've got a set of imperial spanners here going from 9/16 up to 3/4, a 1/2 inch ratchet. We've got some replacement springs if we need to use them. Also a good opportunity to swap over the trunnion bushes if they're getting a bit worn on your car. We've got a torque wrench for when we put it all back together, and the only other thing I need is a floor jack. So I've got my car up on axle stands already. You can see I've positioned the stands on the chassis leg there. That gives me good access to the whole of the front assembly. Basically what we need to do for the job, we've got to take off the bolt here that runs through that front anti-roll bar. We'll then be loosening the pinch bolt on the wishbone and also the one through the trunnion. We can then let the kingpin roll forwards towards us and then draw out the spring that's just in there. I hope you'll be able to see what I'm doing here. The first part of the job involves removing this anti-roll bar, the sort of drop link here. So we're going to put a 5/8 spanner on one side, 11/16 on the other, and hopefully that should just undo fairly easily. Okay, so that's come free, and I'm going to do exactly the same now on the other side. So that's the bolts through the anti-roll bar link removed on both sides. This should now lift up and come free like that. Now we can look at putting a jack under the front wishbone, and the idea with this is we're just going to take the tension off the spring so that we can take the two fixings out to the top of the wishbone here and drop this assembly forward. So let's position a jack. We want to put it under the end of the wishbone arm. So hopefully you can see where that's going to. Just in there. And all I'm going to do is just take a little bit of tension onto the jack off the spring. So that's nice and firm in there, and then we can look at these two sort of cross bolts on top. With these the two cross bolts here, we'll do the pinch bolt first, which I think is that's a 9/16 head. So it doesn't need to come all the way out. We can just loosen this. That will be enough. Okay. And then we've got the one here through the top of the damper, which I think is a 5/8. You may find on your car this is a castellated nut which you put a split pin through. On this car I've got a slightly different system. We're basically just using a nylock nut instead. So now we can try and draw this the cross bolt there out. So I've just got a little soft mallet which I'll give that make sure that nut's back on a little bit, just give that little tap, and that has just moved a bit. And I'm hoping this will just push out. It can be one of those bolts that's a bit on the tricky side, especially if it's been sat there a while. So let's just see if that'll come. I'm just going to use a little punch to tap it the rest of the way. Okay, so we can pull that out. And now obviously be careful now, because there's nothing holding this suspension up apart from the jack. So what I'm going to do is carefully let the jack down, and then that should open up here and allow me to get the spring out. So let me just turn the handle on the jack a bit. It's falling away. And then if I just put a little bit of, there we go. It does allow me to get the spring out of the car. With the spring removed, we do need to be careful with the brake hose that runs here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to jack it back up again a little bit, and then I'm just going to put a punch through that top bolt just to keep everything in place while we swap things around. Okay, so now we're ready to put our spring back on. So what I'll do is I'll take the little punch out of the top, let the jack drop down a bit, and then we can put the spring back into position. Again, we've got to be careful of the brake line here. Also a good opportunity if you want to change these top trunnion bushes now, if yours are looking a bit tired. So let's draw this out. And I'm just going to let that jack drop down a bit. Again, just being careful of that brake line there. I've also got a little cable here, which is a speedometer sensor, so I don't want to put any tension on that either. That's all looking good there. So I'll get the springs back in position. On this car, I do run a couple of spring spacers on the passenger side. That was just done for corner weighting. And to hold those on, I've just put a little smear of silicone grease on those. They'll just hold them in place while I insert them. At the top of the cross member here, you've got a sort of a cup that the spring sits into. So as you sort of pop the spring in, you should sort of feel it locate in that cup, and then you can start. Just got to put my knee there to hold that in position. You can start then just raising the wishbone plate up. So just hold the spring there lightly while you raise it. And as soon as it's sort of into that cup at the bottom, you should be able to get this top bolt started. So let's just put that in. And again, just for a moment, I'll pop that through. I've got the top trunnion bolt here, just to sort of stop it seizing in the kingpin. I like to just brush a bit of this aluminium grease onto it, and then I should be able to take that out and hopefully push that back in. And you will see, I know it's probably a bit hard to see on the camera, you have got a flat edge here, which this bolt needs to locate against. So there we go, that's pushed in there against the flat edge. And then we can put our nut back on. Just going to put it on loosely for now, and then we'll go around and torque everything up in a bit. So let me just put that on. So it's all in place, and then we can drop the jack out of the way now. Obviously it should all be held in place, but do be very careful when you're sort of raising and lowering the sort of the wishpan with the jack. There we go. Okay, so now we can go around and start tightening these nuts and bolts up. Let's start with this the one here on the top of the fulcrum. So let's get it in there. So I'm just going to do these up sort of loosely for now, and then we will go around with the torque wrench in a minute and just finish them all up. So the other thing that's important to check now is to make sure that your anti-roll bar is located properly on both sides, and luckily it has. And what I'm going to do is put the nut and bolt loosely through there. Again, I've got a little bit of the aluminium anti-seize grease, which I'd like to put on these first, and then they can just drop back in there. There we go. Okay, so let's get the torque wrench. Now the pinch bolt at the top there is 28 foot-pounds, so that's 38 Newton meters. Hopefully we've got enough just for him to squeeze this in, yes. That's just clicked on there. So the upper fulcrum there is 40 foot-pounds, so that's 54 Newton meters. So again, let's just get the torque wrench on there. And then our final one is a little bit harder to get to. It's our anti-roll bar bolt here. Now, ideally, I guess you'd want to do this with the car on the deck. So what I might do, I might just pinch it up for now. Once I've got the wheels back on and the car back down, I might just loosen that and tighten it up again, just to make sure we're not binding up the suspension at all. But for now, I will torque it up. So now I'm just left with the anti-roll bar link bolt here, which is 81 foot-pounds. So let me just see if I can get the torque wrench in. Unfortunately, the access isn't great really. I might have to see if I can get inside the wheel arch here. That's a bit better. So that's this side torqued up. I'll go and put the bolt back in the other side too. So with the anti-roll bar link bolts tightened up and all the nuts and bolts on the wishbone tight as well, that should be the job complete. It is worth, when you drop the car back down, just to rock the suspension in each corner, just to make sure that spring is located correctly. As always, if there's any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, so please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel as well. Many thanks, bye.